So Easter weekend is just around the corner. It's next weekend. And of course, the tourism sector is really hoping for big bookings, desperate to recover after 2 years of COVID-19. Joining us now is the CEO of the Tourism Business Council of South Africa, Tshifhiwa Tshivhengwa. Tshifhiwa, thank you so much for joining us. How are Easter weekend bookings looking?
Well, thank you for having me. From what we have seen, the Easter weekend bookings are looking good. Lots of South Africans are going to be traveling across the country for various reasons. Some are going to be visiting their friends and relatives. Some are going to be going away for leisure weekends across the country. So it's looking good, and we do thank South Africans for continuing supporting the tourism industry in its recovery. And we hope to see more and more of South Africans traveling, including those within the region, really joining in and boosting South African tourism and making sure that more people come back to work. So it's looking good. We are ready. We are prepared. We have been ready for quite a number of years. Even though now the restrictions are lowered, we are still following, our own protocols in terms of making sure that, we are well sanitized, we are clean as we've been in the past, and we're making sure that we offer the experience that surpasses that we've done before. So we do welcome those that are going to be traveling, and we do want those that are going to be, or that are still thinking of traveling, to really think hard and really get out of the house, go and visit, a few places, even if it's for a day trip. Come and support us. We're open for business.
Yeah, and of course, it's not just the Easter weekend coming up, on the 15th. There's also the 27th of April, holiday, Freedom Day, and then, of course, the 1st of May. So lots of holidays this month. But at the same time, while you say bookings are looking good, we know that fuel price increases are surely going to hurt. Money is generally tight with across-the-board increases. Are there any trends emerging in the type of holidays that people are booking?
Well, we do know that, the situation that's happening, on the other side of the world, the global north, it's impacting on the fuel prices. And we had been anticipating this for quite some time because it's something that we cannot control, but we have to live with. And therefore, we do know that transportation, including air travel, including ground transportation, is going to be costly. And therefore, there are many different things that people can do within their budget. If you cannot be able to travel far away from home, various provinces are doing campaigns whereby you can take a day trip. I've seen this in Gauteng where they're promoting day trips. Western Cape is doing similar things, and many others, including KZN and so forth and so on. What we want people to do is to get out of the home, really go out, enjoy the beauty of your country. We have many holidays that are coming up. And if petrol price is becoming an impediment, take a shorter trip. Just go beyond your province and go and stay in another province, or go and stay in a hotel, go have that meal in a restaurant. I think the basic message is that we are open for business. Whether your budget is smaller and you can't be able to travel far away, you should be travel to a nearest destination that you can find. There's a whole lot to offer. If you're in Gauteng, you can go to Johannesburg. If you're in the West, you can drive north and so forth and so on. So there's plenty of things to do. And we want everyone to get out of their houses. Go to a resort nearby. It doesn't have to be going far.
You don't have to go too big, but you can still not go home. Now, tourism, of course, it's a key part of our economy because we have so much natural beauty and experiences to offer. But what needs to happen in the short term? I'm thinking perhaps the last vestiges of restrictions, but also the long term to really unlock the potential of tourism for South Africa.
Well, we need to work harder in marketing and repositioning South Africa as a top tourism destination from our international and African markets. We do have potential here within Africa. There's a whole lot of people that want to travel into South Africa, coming from West Africa, East Africa. We need to take out barriers like, the visa, situation that we have. Let's make sure that the e-visa system works properly and people are able to travel, by way of, getting their visa in a faster way. So we need to deal with that within the continent. We need to make sure that Nigerians can be able to travel here We need to make sure that Ghanaians, we need to make sure that Kenyans and everybody else who can use the system should be able to use that system. But we need to make sure that it's world-class, as the President has said, and we need to make sure that it's functional and people can be able to use it. Also, it needs to work in India, it needs to work in China. Those type of impediments needs to be dealt with if you want more people to travel into the country. So those are the type of things that we need to remove. Restrictions like, vehicle permits that we're still struggling with. A lot of entrepreneurs bought vehicles. They want those vehicles to be licensed, but we can't license them because we don't have a functioning, national public transport regulator. So we need to remove those things to make sure that, the tourism industry can impact the economy in a greater way and be able to create employment for young people across the board, both in rural and urban areas here in South Africa.
Yeah, absolutely right. And that red tape, it's just got to be cut through. Thank you so much, Tshifhiwa Tshivhengwa, CEO of the Tourism Business Council of South Africa.